i-discuss natin to further. So an Airbus 320 has what you call primary and secondary exits. Primary and secondary exits, meaning ito yung mga gagamitin just in case of emergency, evacuation, and with the primary exits, ito yung ginagamit natin for normal boarding and deplaning of passengers, also for servicing ng aircraft. Servicing ng aircraft, ang ibig sabihin nun ay yung kapag ginagawa yung aircraft for maintenance purposes, kapag naglo-load ng mga catering sa loob ng aircraft. So that is what you call the servicing of the aircraft. So for the primary and secondary exits, there are a total of 8 primary exits in the cabin. Yung 8 primary exits po natin consists of 4 entry service doors. Ito po yun, yung L1, the L2, R1, and R2. These are the 4 entry service doors. Dito po, sa L1 and L2, dito po yung nagbo-board and nagde-deplane yung pasahero. And usually, R1 and R2, ginagamit siya for aircraft servicing or yun nga, kung may maintenance purposes or may ilo-load sa catering sa bandang likod ng aircraft, dun lang po siya ginagamit. Bihirang-bihira po gamitin ang R1 and R2 for boarding and deplaning. Always L1 and L2. Alright? So we also have a primary exit sa overwing exit po. 4 overwing exits, overwing 1L, and overwing 2L. We have also overwing 1R and overwing 2R. So etong dinidiscuss ko sa inyo ngayon, this can be really helpful just in case na sumakay po kayo sa aircraft. And then, syempre, if you are planning to be a cabin crew, dapat ngayon pa lang safety conscious na kayo. So itong dinidiscuss ko sa inyo is just a brief introduction on how you will know your exits in case of an emergency. Alright? So etong sa ating secondary exit naman, again, yung primary exits natin ay yung nasa cabin. The two doors, L1, L2, R1, R2, and yung 4 sa overwing. And then, for the secondary exit, we have the one in the flight deck. Ito naman po, yung mga sliding window natin sa left side. There are 2 sliding windows that can be used as secondary emergency exits. Here, the one on the left side and the one on the right side. Ito pong sliding windows ng flight deck, this can be opened from the inside lang. Piloto lang po ang makakapagbukas yan. Nabubuksan po yan para lang meron siyang joystick na pinipindot and then you pull it backwards. Unlike dito sa nasa cabin na mga doors and windows, kaya po siyang i-open from the inside. Pwede rin siyang buksan from the outside. Alright? So next, also a brief introduction about the A320. For the door and slide location, yung slides attached to the passenger doors, yung L1, L2, R1, R2. Ang doors po kasi natin sa Airbus 320 are all equipped with escape slides or slide rafts. Ibig sabihin, pwede po siyang gamitin na slide in case of water landing at pwede din po siya gamitin na raft in case of water landing. Pwede din siya gamitin escape slide kapag ka landing on terrain. Alright? So, ang ating passenger doors are equipped with single lane slides. Ito pong nasa L1, L2, R1, and R2. Ibig po sabihin ng single lane slides, kapag nag-slide po yung pasahero, isa-isa lang po ang pwedeng mag-slide. Hindi pwedeng magtabi. So, one by one, mag-slide. Those are what you call the single lane slides. And these can be attached and converted to flotation aids in the event of a water landing. So gaya po ng sabi ko kanina, kapag let's say naka-evacuate na po lahat ng mga pasahero and then it is a water landing, pwede po siyang i-detach from the aircraft. para gamitin as a flotation device or a slide raft. So meron lang po diyang disconnecting handle na kailangang putulin, and it is equipped naman po with a knife na pangputol ng disconnecting handle. So again, single lane slides for the doors, 4 doors. And pagdating naman po sa overwing emergency exits, the off-wing ramp slide at the overwing emergency exit are dual lane. Ito pong mga nandito are dual lane and cannot be detached. Dual lane, ibig sabihin, pag nag-slide, pwedeng sabay. Kahit holding hands pa kayo ng jowa yung bumaba ng aeroplano, mag-slide, pwede po. Kasi dual lane po siya. Alright? However, the slides in the overwing exits cannot be detached, unlike dito sa doors po. Ito siya, sasama na yan sa aircraft, lumubog man yung aircraft, kasama na yan dyan, hindi siya madedetach. Unlike dito sa L1, L2, R1, R2. So, there you go. That is the positions of the escape slides, slide raft that we have in an Airbus 320 aircraft. So, eto po, mga nice to know lang po itong mga sinishare ko sa inyo para just in case na sumakay kayo sa isang Airbus 320 aircraft, kahit papaano, hindi naman po kasi ito i-discuss talaga ng cabin crew, di ba? Pag lilipad po kayo on a normal flight. So at least kayo, meron na kayong brief idea on what to do, where to go in case of an emergency. Alright? Okay, next. Oh yeah, I forgot to discuss yung difference po pala ng A319, A320, A330. Ang differences po nun, paano nyo malalaman na nakasakay kayo sa isang Airbus 319, 320, or 330? Well, aside from the obvious na pwede nyo siyang makita sa safety card, kapag nasa labas, paano nyo makikita na Airbus 319 or 320 sinasakay nyo? Sa Airbus 319, ito po, kung mapapansin po, babalik po tayo dito sa ating primary and secondary exits. So for the Airbus 320, we have 4 overwing exit. Ang itsura po niyan sa labas ng eroplano, 4 na windows po yan. 2 sa left, 2 sa right. So that is how an Airbus 320 looks like from the outside. May tigda 2 window on the outside. Sa Airbus 319 naman po, meron lang tig-iisang window on both sides. Isa dito, isa dito. Yun ang Airbus 319. And then pag Airbus 330, since mas malaki siya, mas marami naman po siyang doors and windows po. Alright? So, yun lang po mga trivia. Nice to know ideas about the Airbus family. Alright. So, we're moving on now to our next topic, which is the in-flight preparation and service standards. So, what do you think happens before the flight? Ano sa tingin niyo yung ginagawa ng mga piloto, ng mga cabin crew bago kami pumunta sa eroplano, bago kami maglakad sa airport, paakyat ng eroplano? What do you think happens? Okay, so for the in-flight preparation, of course, it is very important. It is mandated, and kumbaga, this is our legal duty to do a pre-flight briefing. All right? Preflight briefing is a very important element of flight preparation and is always carried out before every flight to allow the flight crew to communicate important information to each other and ensure that all crew members are on the same page when it comes to the safety of the aircraft and the passengers. As you can see here in the picture, this is, I think I got this picture from Google, which shows a pre-flight briefing of the Japan Airlines crew. So, what happens during the pre-flight briefing? So, sa pre-flight briefing, pagpasok po namin ng office, actually, ang check-in time po ng mga cabin crew, for us in AirAsia, we should be at the office 1 hour and 10 minutes before the estimated time of departure. So parang almost the same lang yung check-in time ng pasahero and ng mga mag-ooperate na cabin crew and pilots. 1 hour and 10 minutes before the estimated time of departure, we should be at the office so that we could do our pre-flight briefing. Now, what happens during the pre-flight briefing? During the pre-flight briefing, there is a separate